There's no doubt about the greatness of Sheryl Swoopes and her impact on basketball, not just women's basketball. How important it is for the older legends to embrace what's going on today.
Cynthia Cooper, WNBA legend, had this to say: "It's incredibly important for the older legends to embrace what's going on today." She's talking about Caitlin Clark and the drama surrounding her success. But why is Cooper speaking up, and who's she calling out? Let's talk about Cooper for a second. She's not just any player. She's a two-time WNBA champ with the Houston Comets. She's basically royalty in women's basketball. So when she speaks, people listen. And right now, she's not happy with her old teammate Sheryl Swoopes. You see, Swoopes has been throwing some shade at Caitlin Clark.
It's so incredibly important. We have to bridge that gap between what's going on today and what we experience, and it will help the younger generation to know our experiences.
Cooper's not having it. She's calling Swoopes out, and it's getting messy. This fight between legends, it's not just about them. It's about the future of the WNBA and how they treat their new stars. But you know what's crazier? While these legends are going at it, Clark's been busy. And I mean busy. You won't believe what she's been up to. Before we continue, I'd like to ask for a quick favor. If you're enjoying this content, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of our viewers watch without subscribing, and while it's free for you, it makes a world of difference to us. Have you hit that subscribe button? Awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Now, let's get back to the video. Remember when rookies were supposed to take time to adjust to the pro game? Clark didn't get that memo. She's not just playing well, she's doing things we've never seen before in WNBA history. Clark's debut season has been a whirlwind of jaw-dropping performances and shattered records,
so that they don't make the same mistakes and we continue to soar and grow as a league. Let me tell y'all something. I just came from the Dallas Fever game. Caitlin Clark, 28 and 12, winning on the road with Kelsey Mitchell, the absolute truth.
You think breaking 1 or 2 records is impressive? Clark's about to make your jaw drop. From the moment she stepped onto the WNBA court, expectations were sky high for Caitlin Clark, but nobody could have predicted the absolute storm she was about to unleash. This isn't just a good rookie season, it's a complete rewriting of the WNBA record books. Let's start with something that sounds impossible. Clark is the first player ever to rack up over 500 points, 250 assists, and 75 three-pointers in a single season. That's not just good, that's video game numbers. But Clark isn't done there. She's out here making history every time she touches the ball.
This is what people don't know about Caitlin. She's not just a three-point shooter. She's a great passer, not a mediocre passer, not so-so. She is a great passer. I'm sitting there like, oh my God. But she's so crafty.
You want assists? Clark's got you covered. She dished out 19 assists in a single game, setting a new WNBA record. And just to prove it wasn't a fluke, she did it as a rookie. That's right, most assists ever in a game, and most assists by a rookie in a game. 2 records, 1 night. Clark's making it look easy. But here's where it gets crazy. Clark's not just a one-trick pony. She's putting up stat lines that we've never seen before. Multiple games with 25 plus points, 10 plus assists, and 5 plus three-pointers. Yeah, that had never happened in WNBA history, until Clark showed up, that is. During one insane stretch, Clark was averaging 25.1 points, 10 assists, and 7.7 rebounds per game. That's not just good, that's MVP level stuff. And remember, she's doing this as a rookie. It's no wonder people are already talking about her as a potential league MVP. Even WNBA legend Cynthia Cooper can't help but be impressed. She said, "She's not just a three-point shooter, she's a great passer. She is crafty." Coming from a 2-time WNBA champ, that's high praise.
But also, she's crafty. I saw her get the ball, lay it up on the back door cut. Like, they waiting for her to pop out to the three-point line. Boom, she slips back door, gets that bucket. Like, she is crafty.
But you know what's truly mind-blowing? All these records we've talked about, they're just the tip of the iceberg. Clark hasn't just broken a few records here and there. She's shattered over 60 WNBA records in her rookie season. 60. That's not just impressive, that's historic. With all those records falling, you'd think everyone would be celebrating Clark's success.
That level of greatness, that level of play on a consistent basis as a rookie puts you up in the upper echelon.
But in the WNBA, things aren't always that simple. What happens when a rookie starts outshining the league's biggest stars? Let's just say not everyone's thrilled about the new kid on the block. Clark's dominating the court, but off it, she's stirring up some serious drama. Some WNBA veterans are getting pretty salty about her success. It's like they forgot what it's like to be the new hotshot on the team. But here's the thing, Clark isn't just good, she's changing the game. Fans are noticing, and they're not happy with how some players are treating Clark. There's talk about boycotting boycotting the league if the negativity keeps up. Can you believe that? Fans are so fired up about Clark that they're ready to tune out if she doesn't get the respect they think she deserves. And it's not just the fans. There's a whole movement growing around Clark. People are saying she should be the new face of the WNBA. Some are even pushing for her to become the new logo. That's huge, but it's also causing some serious tension in the league. You know who's really not feeling Clark's rise? Sheryl Swoopes. She's been talking smack about Clark, and it's not a good look. Swoopes is a legend, but her comments are making her seem, well, jealous. It's like she can't handle that there's a new star in town. But here's where it gets really wild. Remember Angel Reese? She was the other big name coming into the league this year. But while Clark's breaking records left and right, Reese is struggling to make an impact. It's like night and day between these two rookies. The contrast between Clark and Reese is making some people uncomfortable. They're wondering why one rookie is getting all the attention while the other's barely making headlines. Is it skill, marketing, or is there something else going on? All this drama is exposing some ugly truths about the WNBA. There's a real resistance to change, especially when it comes from young players. Some veterans seem more interested in protecting their legacy than growing the game. And that's not good for anyone. Just when you thought the WNBA drama couldn't get any crazier, a familiar face steps into the spotlight. Cynthia Cooper, a former teammate of Sheryl Swoopes, is speaking out. And her words, they might just flip this whole situation on its head. Cooper isn't just any player. She's a two-time WNBA champion with the Houston Comets. When she talks, people listen. And right now, she's got something important to say about Caitlin Clark and the future of the WNBA. Here's the thing. Cooper knows what it's like to be on top. She's been there. But she also knows how important it is for the league to grow. That's why she's not afraid to call out her old teammate, Sheryl Swoopes, for throwing shade at Clark. Cooper's message is clear. It's incredibly important for the older legends to embrace what's going on today. She's not just talking about being nice. She's talking about the future of the WNBA. Cooper gets it. The league needs new stars to keep growing. But why is Cooper's support such a big deal? Think about it. She's got connections to the old guard of the WNBA. She played with Swoopes. They won championships together. But Cooper's looking at the bigger picture. She sees what Clark can do for the league. Cooper's not just praising Clark's skills. She's saying something even bigger. Clark should be the face of women's basketball. That's huge, coming from a legend like Cooper. It's like she's passing the torch to the next generation. You know what's really wild? Cooper's not holding back. She's calling out the absurdity of veterans not supporting Clark. She's saying it loud and clear. This kind of jealousy could hurt the league's future. Imagine being Caitlin Clark right now. You're breaking records left and right, but some of the league's biggest names are giving you the cold shoulder. Then, out of nowhere, a legend like Cynthia Cooper steps up and says, "This girl's the real deal." That's gotta feel good. Cooper's support could be a game changer for Clark. It's not just about making her feel better. It's about changing how people see her in the league. When a legend says you're the future, people start to believe it. But here's where it gets really interesting. Cooper's not just talking about Clark. She's talking about unity in the WNBA. She's saying that for the league to grow, everyone needs to be on board. Veterans, rookies, everyone.